Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amara. This is Tarot by Amara. So today's pick a card reading, I was really drawn to doing a reading called What is it that they want to say to you right now? I was gonna do messages from your person, but I think I'm gonna wait for that a couple more weeks. But this, I just want it to be a clear as day message, what they want to tell you right now in this very moment from when you are coming across this reading. So this could be in reference to, for those of you who are in separation from your person, you are in no contact, you haven't heard from them in quite some time. This could even be about a friend, but we're going to go into this reading solely for romantic connections. So yeah, what does your person want to tell you right now? And I was really drawn to the color orange. It reminded me of the sun meaning clarity. Okay, so if they were to tell you this, it would clear up some kind of unanswered questions that you might have. For those of you who are wondering, oh, what if they just said that? This is for those of you who are genuinely really curious as to what the person on your mind would say to you, right, if they could, no matter the situation that you are in. Okay, so just a little disclaimers, this is a general reading, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm not taking any kind of personal readings right now, but if you want to watch more tarot from me, you can follow me on TikTok. The link will be in my description box below. But that being said, thank you all for being here, and let's look at these cards in front of us. So pile number one, you have this card called Later Than Expected. Your angels are working with you while you face the lonely delays in your life. Pile number two, you have Choose a New Direction. There is something better out there for you. Make a conscious choice to step into your true path. And pile number three, you have Destined to Happen. What you are asking about will happen in the right place at the right time. So take a moment to pause the video, think about your person, close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths, make sure you're really connecting to your person's energy, and to the energy of the cards. I try not to overthink it, just pick the one that your intuition is really calling you to choose. With that being said, thank you all for being here, and I'll see you in your reading. Hello, pile number one. Welcome to your reading. We are going to look into the person on your mind, and we're going to find out what is it that they really want to tell you right now. Okay, so this is a timeless reading, so of course, whenever you are coming across this, how your person is currently feeling about you, and what is it that they really truly want to say from the bottom of their heart. So I do want to talk about the energy that is coming through with this Later Than Expected card that you chose here. Your angels are working with you while you face the lonely delays in your life. So, I mean, this is clear as day, right? You're experiencing a lot of delays in your connection. It feels like things are progressing in a way that is very slow. And for some reason, I feel like this pile, you've gone through many cycles with this person, it feels like. Maybe you guys were on again, off again, or just like, it just feels like whenever the two of you were together, something would tear you apart, like divine intervention, life got in the way, situations, circumstances, just kept getting in the way of your connection. And so there's been delays. There's been, I'm getting an image of someone like driving a car, like the both of you are in a car, and there's like multiple stop signs, right? It's not like you're driving down a beautiful scenic highway. It just feels like you're constantly at a stop sign or a red light, right? That's how I could describe your connection that's coming through right now. It just feels like things are kind of at a standstill. You don't know what's coming next. And you're feeling very lonely without this person. And I think they're also feeling lonely without you. you could feel really tied to the timing of things, right? Focusing on how much time has passed since you've heard from this person. Especially, I feel like for those of you, there's a group of you who have been in no contact for over 6 months, to a year, maybe even longer. It just feels like things are not progressing in the way that the both of you have wanted it to. Um, I'm hearing that line from Gracie Abrams, that song called I Miss You, I'm Sorry, where she's like, nothing happened in the way that I wanted. So it feels like with this connection, maybe the both of you had a plan to exceed a certain expectation when it came to your connection, right? So maybe the two of you had planned to move in together or get married or get engaged or have children, whatever the case may be. It almost seemed like that plan was unattainable, like it just couldn't happen for some reason. Um, for those of you who are waiting on contact from this person, it feels like it's taking a really long time. Like you have no idea why this person is not communicating with you. Um, Hence why you're here. But we'll get into that. It just feels like your approach into how you're viewing these delays can either be really positive or really negative. So there is a part of you that's viewing this separation as the worst thing that could happen with your connection, right? Like you're like, I hate this separation. It's not bringing me any kind of happiness. It's making things worse. I feel obsessive. And then there's another part of you that could turn this delay into a positive outlook where it's like, okay, my person is doing their own thing right now. Maybe they're working on their career, they're trying to get their money up. Um, you know, you could also use this opportunity as a time to get to know yourself better again, right? Because oftentimes when we are in relationships with people or when we're in these like really deep divine connections, you can lose sight of yourself sometimes, especially when things get complicated. So you could turn this delay as well into something positive, right? Like time for self-healing and exploration and um, connecting with yourself again. Okay, so yeah, let's dive right into the tarot to see what is it that they want to say to you right now if they could. So, pile number one, if your person could say something to you right now from their bottom of their heart, what do they want to tell you? I already know what this is. Okay, wow. So we have Four of Swords. Sorry for the glare, I'm filming at night, so. Nine of Pentacles. The Hermit. The Knight of Pentacles. The King of Cups. What does pile number one's person want to tell them if they could? What do they want to say? Wow, we have the King and Queen of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Okay, this is great energy. This is beautiful. Just gonna adjust the camera here. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the beautiful Ten of Cups. So, pile number one, this person wants to tell you that they love you. Okay, they love you. They have strong, deep feelings for you. They see an absolute future with you. You make them really happy. But they are withdrawn from you for a reason, okay? We have, I think, three cards here. Yeah, three cards to me indicating that this person is in no contact with you. They're very withdrawn. We have the Four of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, which tells me that they are single, and the Hermit card, which also signifies self-isolation and just going into hermit mode, right? So this person right now is alone, okay? They're also lonely. Same as you, it's giving very mirrored energy, okay? They're also experiencing delays in their life. Things have been very slow for them with that Knight of Pentacles. Slow but stable, right? They're definitely working up some kind of courage, I think, to approach you again, but just working up the courage in other areas in their life to gain this kind of inner wisdom that is needed right now for themselves. Okay, so they're asleep right now, they're quiet, they're dreaming, they're daydreaming, they're very in this kind of romanticizing era in their life right now, which oftentimes happens when we're lonely. Um, and so they're wanting to tell you that they're lonely without you. They're lonely without their counterpart. Okay, they see your value. Okay, they so deeply appreciate you. They're very attracted to you as well. Um, and if they could speak to you right now, I think that they would tell you that they miss you and that the two of you are the perfect match. Um, you can see the way the King of Cups is looking, and I didn't intentionally put them together like this. This is how they came out, but you can see how the King of Cups is facing the Queen of Cups here. So to them, you are everything. To them, you are the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. You are their future. You are the end goal, the prize. They want to tell you that when they think about building a future, they think about you as like their inspiration. Okay, the two knights here, knights are messengers the same way pages are, but the knights are action oriented. And I actually like seeing the two of these together because there's romance here, there's passion. I just realized there's also the Knight of Cups. I don't know. I mean, the Knight of Pentacles. So I don't know why I completely ignored that, but we have three knights here. So this person is truly wanting to take action towards you. So this ties back into the delays, right? Like this ties back into um you feeling like things are not progressing because you're not seeing the physical manifestation of it, right? From your person side. But what your person is going through is that they're in hermit mode preparing to take action, okay? So they have very, very strong, deep feelings for you, okay? They see your value, they know your worth, they know that you are their Queen of Cups. It's the action part for your person that is taking quite some time. Like the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck, right? It takes its time, but it is the most stable knight. And so I think what your person is wanting to tell you here as well is that they're wanting to come and correct, right? They don't want to come in with some like half-hearted effort, right? They want to bring you something tangible, something that the two of you can grow together as a Knight of Pentacles. And this is what they're gaining in hermit mode. They're gaining the courage to do this. And it's not just about courage, it's the resilience, it's the stability, right? Because they're not telling you this at all, right? You don't know that this is something that is going on with your person and in their mind, right? The only swords we have here is the Four of Swords. Okay, so swords is mental energy, it's communication, but the Four of Swords signifies, you know, rest and relaxation, right? It's taking a break, it's taking a breather, it's taking a step back. To assess, to think about things, right? So this is what's going on in your person's mind. So even if they're not telling you this, this is something that they're thinking about. And it's interesting, your person wants to tell you that they don't enjoy being lonely. They don't enjoy being single. Okay, the King of Cups is a romantic. The Knight of Cups is a romantic. This is romantic energy. This is daydreamers. This is romanticizers, right? So this is someone who does not do well. The King of Cups to me, as a reader, I see as like someone who likes to be in a partnership, who likes to have their partner by their side. The King of Cups is someone who's very emotionally stable. They she definitely has the like emotional awareness, and these are kings that like to be in a partnership. You can see the way that, like I said, the king is facing the queen, right? So they value partnership. They value partnership, and they want to tell you they don't like being single. They're not enjoying being in a Nine of Pentacles energy. They want to enter a Ten of Pentacles, which is the long-term commitment. That is what's on their mind. That is what their intention is with you. Now with the Knight of Wands here, they're very attracted to you. They want to tell you that they're attracted to you. For some of you, they're very attracted to the way that you do your hair specifically. I don't know why that's coming through. Also, if you're a feminine watching, I oftentimes, when I see the Queen of Cups, I see like a larger chest. So take that if that applies. Your person really loves putting their head right where your chest is. And they love your softness, they love your nurturing, and they see you as someone who would be a great parent. They see emotional fulfillment with you. But I'm so curious as to know, and we'll pull more. I'm going to take the Ten of Cups, I'm going to put that there. So we have lots of tens. So the tens signify completion, right? So your person wants to tell you that they're very burdened by something right now. Something is really burdening them. I feel like there's something going on in your person's life which is causing them to be separate from you, to be withdrawn from you, outside of your energy. Okay, so this is nothing to do with you, and something that has to do with them. So they're feeling very burdened by something right now. But I'm going to clarify this energy on the top here, because I want to know what the non-action, what's the delay here. So what is the delay in this communication, in this connection? Why is it taking so long? The Fool. So there could be a risk involved here with this connection. It could be risky to make any kind of major moves within this connection for some reason. Maybe some of you are in like a forbidden love situation, but this person wants a new beginning with you. They want to risk it all with you. That's the thing though. It's like, this is to them, they want to tell you that this is a good risk. Like, we should take a chance. Like, I'm hearing take a chance on me. So even with baggage and all, this person wants you to take a chance on them, right? They know that maybe they're a risk, even though I don't really feel that. That could be a one-off for somebody. It feels like the connection itself could be risky. Maybe the two of you don't feel financially stable enough to be together, or there's something here that's causing some kind of burden. Yeah, I'm hearing sirens on the street. So this tells me that there is some kind of caution with this connection. Like, there's a risk involved. But it's like, this person wants to tell you that you make them really happy. Like, you fulfill some dream. Like, you're their dream person. Like, you fulfill something in their heart. But there's a risk involved here. I don't know why. What's the risk? There, like, that wanted to pop out again. Ten of Wands. So there's some burdens here. Some kind of, maybe your person has some kind of responsibilities outside of you in this connection, but it just feels like it's something that's really heavy, that's weighing on them. Their heart yearns for you. Their heart wants to be with you. There could be like a practical reason, right? Because when I see the Fool, I heard risk. And I just heard fireworks go off too. So there's something here about like the chemistry's there, the feelings are there, but the love is definitely there, but there's a caution. Six of Cups. Some of you, this is a past person, like this is an ex. Maybe that's why there's a risk, because you view them as like an ex-partner. Like it's in the past, you know? Hearing sirens still. Another Queen. Okay, so maybe for some of you, there's another person involved somehow. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but it could be like a mother figure, family, or a friend that's kind of in the way. Or a boss. Okay, I don't want to dive too deep into what the risk is, because I feel like for some of you, you intuitively know what that risk is for you and your connection, why you feel like it's a risk or why they feel like it's a risk. But either way, I think that this person's feelings are still the same here. I strongly feel that this person, like if they could tell you or speak to you again, they'll tell you that they miss you and that they want to be with you, that they saw a future with you, even if they don't say that they want to be with you, because I know that's a very general statement. I feel like the underlying tones for this connection would be like, I always saw a future with you, right? Like I'll always love you, especially if this is an ex-partner that you share a really long history with. I'm getting that scene from La La Land. At the end of the movie, you can see where she's like, you know, I'll always love you, and he's like, I'll always love you too. There is a strong like melancholic energy here with your pile. So I'm just going to pull some oracle cards to close out your reading, but I hope that that part applied to some of you here. Okay, so messages from pile number one's person. What could they say if they could? Lack of faith. Leaving you out in the cold has been one of their biggest regrets, which has made them lose hope in the situation. Unexpected. The answers you seek are coming, but when the answers arrive, it might be too late or you have moved on. So this is that later than expected energy. I think for some of you, you've been waiting on some kind of communication from this person for a really long time, and it's just not happening. Even though they have these strong feelings towards you, they could be they have other responsibilities, or they're in another situation. I don't know what's going on with them, because all of you guys are going to be in very different situations, because it's a general reading. But by the time you know, choose to maybe let go and move on, this is when your answers come in, you know. And oftentimes with King of Cups energy, which is water sign energy, so Scorpio, Leo, and Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, these are not like super action oriented signs. I don't see the King of Cups as a reader as a super action oriented person. I think this is a king that yearns, right? Think about like Luke and Lorelai from Gilmore Girls. Like, Luke was a Scorpio and he yearned for Lorelai for years before having the courage to ask her out on a date. You know, so just think about that as well. Like, that's the energy that's coming through for this person. So even though we have cards that indicate action, um by the time this person arrives, it could be too late. So take it how it applies, of course. Frequency, they are aligning to the frequency of love and operating at a high frequency vibration with openness to receiving. So there's definitely some inner work going on in hermit mode. So we have stone. They are emotionally unavailable. It is for your highest good to move on and find your happiness again. So they could just be very detached right now from you. Or that's what it feels like. You know, how they're appearing to the outside world, or even on social media, or however you have access to them, they're appearing as maybe they don't care, but they're not interested. When clearly that's not the case. Resistance. They need time to answer the call of their soul and step into higher levels of consciousness. So again, they're very resistant. They're very slow. Oh, and we have grieving. Oh, we have two actually. Oh, wow. Okay, so look at this. We have grieving. They're stuck in grief, unable to see that they have the power to create a positive change. And then we have resurrection, positive change. What you thought to be lost forever will come back and you'll witness the impossible made possible. So for some of you, there's a possibility of a reconnection or a resurrection here with this connection. If so, your person chooses or you chooses, because you have free will and there's choice. So I'm going to leave it at that, pile number 1. I really hope that this reading resonated with you. I hope that it brought you clarity. Thank you all for being here. Please like and subscribe. I'm not taking any kind of personal readings right now, but if you want to watch more tarot from me, you can follow me on TikTok. I'll leave the link in the description box below. But that being said, thank you all for being here, and I hope to see you guys in another reading. Bye! Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. We are going to look into your person, and we're going to find out what is it that they want to tell you from the bottom of their heart. Okay, if they could talk to you right now, what is it that they would say to you? So I do want to tap into the energetic vibe that I'm getting from your pile. So you guys chose choose a new direction. There is something better out there for you. Make a conscious choice to step into your true path. Okay, so just from this energy, I feel like there's something about your pile where you've been holding out hope, having faith that this connection, that this relationship will make its way back together, right? Like the two of you will reconcile. I really strongly feel that with this pile, that's your hope. And that you've been holding on tightly to the outcome of this connection. Okay, you've been holding on tightly to waiting on maybe this person to communicate for their return. This is asking you to think outside of the box. Okay, I just got a Google Photos notification, so some of you guys are heavily reminiscing about this person. Maybe you're looking at old photos together, or you're just thinking about all the time that the two of you have spent together. But this choose a new direction is asking you to think outside of the box. Okay, so things can't stay the same with this connection. Okay, so for example, let's say maybe this pile, a lot of you guys have gone through many cycles with one another, right? Maybe you've been back and forth, on and off. You get back together, then you break up, whatever the case may be. It feels like there is another cycle starting, like a new chapter for the two of you, but something has to be completely different. Okay, so this is why we have choose a new direction here. There's some kind of shift happening here with the both of you, individually and together, that is going to shape what is to come for the two of you. Okay. Now, for others of you, this could be telling you to maybe take a leap of faith and just let go and see what happens, right? You never know what the universe has in store for you here, especially if you have been holding like a certain expectation or an outcome when it comes to this person and this connection, right? Like you have a certain idea in your head, a certain way of thinking. This is asking you to, hey, take a leap of faith, choose a new direction, and let go, okay? So let's see what they could say to you if they could right now. Hi, pile number 2. I'm back with your reading. There was a lot of like disruptions after I filmed your intro. So I'm filming this the next day, the next evening. And I can tell you right now, there was definitely like an energy shift that has happened with your pile. Message is still the same, but there's a definite energy shift in a positive way. I think that you could be experiencing a lot of delays and blockages in this connection right now. But I feel like there's a shift happening here for sure. So let's just jump right in and find out. Pile number 2, if your person could speak to you right now, what is it that they want to say? What do they want to tell you if they could? Ooh. Looks like they want to speak their truth. So we have the 5 of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the King of Swords, and the 4 of Swords. Pile number 2, if your person could say something to you right now, what is it that they would say? So we have the High Priestess, the Hanged Man, the Magician. They could say something to you right now. What is it that they would say? 3 of Cups, the 8 of Wands. At the bottom of a deck, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay. So pile number 2, the vibe that I'm getting from this reading is that you are definitely not in communication with this person at all. It feels like this person has definitely left your life somehow. I don't think that you have access to this person. So things have been very quiet, right? Even on social media, or if you share some kind of community with this person, like you have no idea what has been going on with them. This is someone who is, I'm going to start over here. This is someone who is wanting to communicate with you, okay? This is someone who is thinking about reaching out and having a conversation and speaking their truth. The King of Swords is an energy of someone who definitely takes their time when it comes to decision making, okay? So King of Swords is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This is mental energy. This is very communicative, very intellectual. But the King of Swords is someone who really like goes over the details before making any kind of major moves or a big decision, right? Like they really like to see and have all the details, all the information. This is someone who does their research before making a decision. And so this is what's going on with them right now, okay? They're wanting to communicate with you. And we'll get to what they want to say, but I do want to point out that, like, with the 4 of Swords being here, they're mulling over something. They're thinking about something, okay? This could be, how are they going to approach you, right? What they're going to say, how they're going to say it, the tone of their voice. Are they going to want to speak to you in person? Are they going to send a text message? Like, this is something that the King of Swords thinks about, right? The Ace of Swords, they want to tell you something big. is what I feel like, especially right under the Magician. This person has made something happen. They have some kind of like exciting news that they want to tell you. Like they manifested something, they created something that they're very, very proud of. Um, and they're wanting to tell you this. It's something I'm getting that the both of you are very like intellectual. Like you can see the High Priestess here. She's holding a book. You know, when I think about a King of Swords, I think about like a writer or someone who like maybe works in even like communications or just something that like is very verbal. And so the both of you guys have like these really, really creative minds, and I think that your person, they're really wanting to tell you something about a project or something that they accomplished, and they're very, very proud of it. Okay, and I think that this thing that had happened with them, right, this really exciting news, they want to celebrate with you with the Three of Cups. They want to take you out, they want to wine and dine you, right? Like they are really excited about this Magician and energy. Like it feels like things have been very stagnant for your person for quite some time. Like not a lot of movement in their life, not a lot of changes, but this one thing that has happened is really pushing them to spark something really exciting with you. Like it's something that has inspired them. Okay. Um they want to tell you that they've been sad for quite some time, that they've been grieving over the loss of this connection, but also other areas in their life where they've experienced loss and maybe even financial loss, is what I'm hearing. Um, but something pushed them, I feel like, out of their comfort zone. They also chose a new direction. Okay, they chose a different path and it was very beneficial to them. I'm hearing like this person chose not to be sad, right? Like this person chose to choose happiness, and something really shifted overnight for them, and they're very excited about this. I'm getting a very jittery, like your person just drank like 3 cups of coffee. I want to tell pile number 2 my exciting news. So I will say they want to tell you about something that they accomplished. They're feeling very excited about it. They want to celebrate with you. They want to take you out. They want to have fun with you. They also want to tell you that they you have a strong like mystic energy. Like you have a strong maybe you consider yourself to be a mystic or a witch or someone who is very intuitive, but you are very emotionally balanced. You're very aware. The Queen of Cups is someone who holds a lot of love for people, and I think that you've always had like a strong love for this person. Um, and I think that you've been holding out hope, like I said in your intro, that this person will want to maybe reconcile with you, or that things are going to go, um, like you will connect again, or things are going to go a certain way. Um, but with the Eight of Wands here, it is that kind of expect the unexpected, right? Like choose a new direction, things are changing. There is a shift in the air. Now, I am picking up on another message where your person, the King of Swords energy to me is like not necessarily like a committed king. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't really see the King of Swords as like someone who likes to be in a partnership, right? This is someone who's like an overthinker, who really overanalyzes connections and relationships and likes to look at the logical point of view and follows their head instead of their heart, right? And when they met you, because these are two very opposite energies, okay? So you could have water sign placements and your person could be an air sign, but this is very like combative energy personality wise, right? So I'm seeing that like when you met your person, this is someone who wasn't, it was giving very non-committal, or just someone who doesn't value relationships in the way that you do. But when you met, it was kind of like they saw something in you that was interesting. They saw something in you that sparked some kind of truth in them with that eight of swords, right? I mean, sorry, the Ace of Swords. Um, it made them look at life differently, right? So I think your person is really wanting to tell you, like, I've been sad and lonely for quite some time. Like, I've been experiencing grief over, maybe a previous relationship that they lost, and after that previous relationship, they never wanted to fall in love again. Or maybe this Five of Cups energy could be them feeling sad over, the loss of a parent, right? Like, maybe you met them at a time that was very hard on them, right? Where they were feeling kind of stuck because of this grief. And so this them meeting you, they want to tell you that, like, you sparked that love again in their life. The truth of the matter for them, right, and this is what they want to tell you, is that they don't actually enjoy being alone, right? It's good for them to have a partner. I feel like your person does well with having a supportive partner, right? Someone who can guide them to follow their heart, especially if they're someone who doesn't follow their heart or their dreams, right? You spark that kind of hope in them, that caring, loving, nurturing energy that this King of Swords needs, and it's really beautiful. They also want to tell you that they love the way that how your mind works. They like how you have a side of you that's very bookish and very creative, and you think outside of the box, and that a lot of your inspiration comes from, or a lot of your creativity comes from your heart, right? So they find you to be like this really interesting balance between head and heart, something that they're missing, right? You really caused them to have a perspective change. Like, you've really brought on, and if not right now, that's what's happening, right? Because the Hanged Man talks about things being put on a pause for a reason, right? So I think this choose a new direction is actually really targeted towards your person, right? Where it's like, choose a new direction, be open to love, be open to romance again, right? So this pause that is happening right now for your person is actually very beneficial, because they're starting to realize, like, I'm tired of being sad all the time. I'm tired of my brain taking over. My truth and what I want is pile number 2. So that's really significant here. It's like their mind is really, I wouldn't say controlling them, but it's definitely a factor in how they view relationships. Okay, so I'm going to keep the Queen of Cups here. So they're definitely mulling over things right now. If you haven't heard from this person and you think that they're out, like, maybe partying or doing whatever, no, this person is actually taking a break, taking a pause, thinking about things clearly. And in a weird way, I feel like this person is, like, this grief is actually good for them to feel emotions. I feel like this is someone who oftentimes can be detached emotionally, and this Five of Cups is actually causing them to the pain that they're feeling, the loss, maybe even from you, right? In a weird way, it's beneficial because it's causing them to feel things, to look at things differently, to maybe even mull over their wrongs if they put you in a situation where they hurt you or they betrayed you. This grief, they're having the awareness of it. They're paying attention to why they're feeling a certain way. So let's pull more. What do they want to say to you? Oh boy, the Tower. Things are shaking up in their life. It's almost like they're being forced to take a break, to take a pause here. Yeah, it's like they really want to tell you something about something that has happened with them. I just had, like, the worst foot cramp ever. So I feel like this person is really, like, they could be really going through it, right? But they're really wanting to tell you about something that has happened to them. Because the Tower card talks about unexpected change. And it almost feels like they were being pushed out of their comfort zone, or something has happened where it was a big life change and they're really wanting to express this to you about it. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the World. So a new cycle is happening here for your person. We have the Six of Pentacles. And we have the Seven of Cups. So they're also wanting to tell you about some kind of misunderstanding that caused some kind of confusion in your relationship, okay? So there was something here that had happened between the two of you that they're wanting to clear up with that Seven of Cups. So let's say, for instance, this person ghosted you, right? Let's say they walked away unexpectedly and like it kind of left you hanging. Your intuition actually knows the reasons why, but this person also wants to confirm, like they want to give you clarity on something. They want to speak their truth as to why certain things have happened, okay? Like they're wanting to clear that up. They want to not necessarily clear the air, but they do just want to like make sure that what they're telling you about how they feel is in clear and honest communication. Which is why I actually like that the King of Swords is here with the Ace of Swords, because this tells me that this person is going to be very clear, very direct with you. They don't want to have any kind of confusion come up, and if there has been confusion, they want to clear it up out of the air. I think that this is going to come in really kind of out of the blue with the Eight of Wands for you. I don't see it happening anytime soon, but it is something that will happen. Okay, because I think that right now the energy that I'm picking up on is actually very intense. And there's two cards indicating that your person is kind of withdrawn, kind of taking a break, and is separated from you. So it feels very much like they're definitely still going through some things. They're mulling over, you know, the conversations the both of you have had. They're just thinking things through before making any kind of major moves. And I'm not really seeing any cards here that indicate like action. I'm going to clarify what that Six of Pentacles is, because it feels this is equal give and take, right? So whatever you're giving to them, they will also give back. So there's something here about that Six of Pentacles I want to clarify. Oh, okay. So, okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles. We have two cards. We have the Queen of Pentacles and we have the Knight of Wands. Okay. So this feels to me like they want to definitely move towards you somehow. They see your value, okay? They see how important you are. And the Knight of Wands energy, it's very fast moving. You know what's interesting? I feel like there is some kind of shift happening in your life as well. Because remember in your intro, I talked about you sort of letting go of this person and this situation. And what happens when you let go? They come right back around, right? So there's something here about your energy really shifting. Your focus has now has moved towards you, right? And self-love and focusing on you, right? And they're going to start to want to move very quickly. And take action towards you. I do see it, but it's going to come after a period of like reflection for sure. But all of a sudden, it's going to be a shift where they're like at your feet, essentially. Like a queen compared to a Knight of Wands, like they're going to be like literally at your feet, right? So keep that in mind. So let's pull some oracle cards to close out your reading. Okay, pile number 2. What does your person want to tell you? So we have mixed signals. that cloudy space between hot and cold is their way of telling you if they're not totally sure if they're into you or not. So this energy is the mixed signals. I actually, for some of you, could be actually receiving mixed signals from this person. But I actually think the mixed signals here is how your person feels about the situation, not necessarily about you. So again, head versus heart for your person. Yeah, coldness. Wow, look at this, hot and cold. They feel you pulling away. They wish they can pull you back and convince you that they're worth keeping. So it's like they're in a cloudy space. You're in a completely detached place, or you will be, because I feel like right now you're very invested. But that coldness sitting right on top of the Queen of Pentacles, this tells me that you are about to detach. And I think that actually at some point that this might confuse your person. So this is what causes them to like come in and want to talk to you and clear up any kind of confusion as well. So just take it how it applies. Dark side. They have a dark side that no one knows and feel it's their true side but too afraid to show you. Taming the beast. You make them put it in your hands. They know their old conquering ways will not work with you. So this is kind of like, this kind of reminds me of the Strength card where you're really holding back how you feel. So taming the beast, not wanting to like jump right onto you, right? This dark side energy though, I feel like it's very lustful. I don't think it's like this person is like evil or a snake. This is very much like, I have dark thoughts. I am in a dark period of my life. This is similar to that Five of Cups where it's like that grief, that pain that they're really sitting in. And when you sit in that grief, your mind can go to dark places. Divine truth, yeah, that Ace of Swords. We are helping this connection evolve to see things as they really are and bring to light all that has been hidden. And then we have building an empire. They see how their focus on material things hasn't made them happy and only holding them back from love. Yes, this is the perspective change that your person is going through, right? Like, things have to look a certain way. Things have to be a certain way. Very logical minded. That is what's breaking for this person, okay? That is the truth of this and how they feel about you is like, they're going to come to you and tell you like, I miss you. We have I miss you at the bottom of the deck right here. We have missing you. Their life feels empty without you. That's that Five of Cups. They miss you more than words can say, but they think it's too late to fix things. So this is the energy of like, I want to tell you, like, you brought like emotional fulfillment into my life. You were caring, you were nurturing, you know, we were a good balance, you know? We were a good match. And this is what they're mulling over essentially. Breaking down the barrier of their mind, the captivity of their mind is what's really being broken down right now. So pile number 2, I hope this reading resonated with you. Thank you so much for being here. Please like and subscribe. If it resonated with you, please leave a nice comment. But that being said, thank you all for being here, and I hope to see you guys in another reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. We are going to look into your person, and we're going to find out what is it that they truly want to say to you right now, if they could, okay? So whenever you are coming across this reading, how they are currently feeling about you, and what is it that they could desperately say to you from the bottom of their heart if they could. So obviously this is going to be for those of you who are in no contact, in a separation. This could be about, you know, like a crush or someone that you have your eye on, but, you know, we are looking into romantic connections today. So I want to talk about the energy of this destined to happen. What you are asking about will happen in the right place at the right time. So I'm actually getting that, like, when you met this person, it felt like the stars aligned. it felt very rom-com, very magical, very mystical, serendipitous. Like it felt like a past life connection almost, where like the two of you met and it was just like destiny. Like it was, you two were destined to meet. And I believe that there's certain people in our life where we cross paths and it's just very, very significant. So I think this pile, the person that I'm asking about could be a very, very significant person in your life. Like like a solid figure, like not someone who was in and out, not someone who was a situationship or friends with benefits. Like it feels like this person has been through something with you, you know, like maybe they entered your life in a certain period where things were rough for you emotionally. Maybe you, I know sometimes like in, you know, there's like, let's say you are experiencing a loss of a parent and someone comes along, right? And so it's that kind of energy where it's like very heavy, very deep, but very destined. Like this person was meant to be there with you during a certain period of your life. Um, in a positive way as well. Like for some of you, like even if this person was like in and out of your life, they were still someone who was very, very significant to your journey, which is the whole point of like being, you know, destined to meet, right? I'm getting for some of you like you met this person when you were really young and then you maybe dated for a couple years or something like that, but it's like you guys kept coming back to each other. Like it was just a very significant kind of person, right? Like a very important figure is what it feels like. Maybe for some of you, this person is an important figure. Like they hold some kind of like, I don't know, they're like a leader in, you know, their business, or they're just very important to you or to other people. So I don't know. I just felt like I needed to say that because I keep getting star energy, star imagery. So there is something here about this person being special in a way, or you're being very special or unique in some kind of way. Some of you guys are gonna have connections where it's like you're in like the public image or you're in the public eye somehow. So anyway, I'm gonna do a quick little shuffle here and we're gonna dive right in. So, pile number 3, if your person could talk to you right now, what is it that they want to tell you? What is it that they want to tell you? We have the Fool. Oh, we have 2. Sorry. We have the Fool. That came out, I feel like, in another pile. I'm not sure. The 10 of Cups. So we have the World. Justice. The Devil. What is it that they want to tell you? Judgment. What is it that they want to tell you? Oh my god, did the star just really pop out? I love that. See? Oh, so gorgeous. The star, the Page of Wands, and we'll do one more. King of Wands. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. Oh my. The bell just rang. Confirmation for some of you. Okay, this person could be knocking on your door, reaching out. Okay, so pile number 3. The first message that's coming through is that your person wants to tell you that they broke free from something. Okay, I want to start over here with the devil energy. The devil energy talks about being chained to something, okay? Something that is not really good for you in this case. I feel like this person could have had, it's going to vary for all of you because you're all going to be in very different situations. But for some of you, this devil energy could be your person being tied to a toxic person, a toxic boss, parent. This could be an addiction. This could be a way of thinking. They could be, this could, the devil energy could even be depression, right? Or anxiety. Whatever it is, they literally broke free from the chain of the devil. Okay, they broke free and they want a fresh start here. They want a clean slate, is what it feels like. Whatever this is over here, they want nothing to do with it. Okay, so you know your person best, okay? You know what they're tied to, you know what's not good for them. They're wanting to come in and tell you that they're done. Okay, they're done with whatever this is. Whatever's been holding them back, whatever's been holding them down, whatever was not good for their mental health, they're free from. Okay, and we're gonna clarify with that devil. You know what? I'll clarify it right now, actually. So I'm gonna keep that there because that's your energy and that's significant. But I want to clarify what this devil energy is so we get more insight. We have the Five of Wands. So it's something that's causing a lot of conflict in their life, a lot of drama. Okay, so for some of you, this could even be family members, but it's something that just made them into like a competitive, nasty, like person. Like they didn't like who they were, whatever they were tied to here. It just did not benefit them in a positive way. Okay, it was causing a lot of conflict, inner conflict, struggles. It just did not make them feel good. Okay, so they're wanting to come in and tell you that they have broken free from whatever this is, and they want a fresh start with the Fool energy here. Okay, with the Judgment though, it feels like they've had like help, like they've had divine spiritual assistance to help them get out of this situation. I feel like something occurred for your person where it made them realize, like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to free myself from this devil energy. Okay, so I'm literally getting an image of like your person literally just choosing to get out of bed and just changing their mindset, changing their habits, changing something to get them going and want a fresh start with you. Okay, it feels like whatever that they were tied to maybe affected your relationship. And so, because we have the Justice card here, so it feels like they could have done something unfairly to you, or they never apologized, or the Justice card is making things right. So they're wanting to come in and tell you that they want to make things right. Because it feels like you were put into a situation that you didn't want to be put into. Maybe you were put into some kind of like triangle, or they blamed you for something. Whatever the case may be, they're wanting to close out that chapter with the World card here. Close it out, start a new, fresh, like they want a fresh slate here, like a clean piece of paper, essentially. So they're also wanting to tell you, like, they want to tell you about the experience, right? Like they want to tell you what they have been going through. Because I feel like this is actually something with the Queen of Swords, which is your energy. This is something that you actually want to hear. You want to listen. The Queen of Swords is a great listener and she's a great communicator. She's also very direct with her words. So I feel like with the Page of Wands here, let's say this person communicates with you and says, hey, I want a fresh start, you know, let's jump right in, which is very King of Wands energy, right? Like the King of Wands is someone who is very like, let's just get things going. Strong Aries energy. Whereas you are like, I want to talk about things. Like I want to hear your experience breaking free from whatever this is, right? Like you want to really get to the nitty gritty. You want all the details before, you know, jumping right back into a connection with this person. It feels like it's been, for some of you, it's been quite some time since you know, um, it's just been quite some time, right? For a lot of you, especially if you're not speaking to this person, or even if you're like on and off in communication, you still think that they're tied to this devil energy, right? Um, they're wanting to come in and communicate that they're not, that they're free, right? Baggage and all, like they're like, I'm done with this situation and this person or whatever the case may be. Um, and they want to tell you, like, you make them happy, like you've always made them happy. You were their 10 of cups, right? You were the destined star that entered their life. Maybe you were their lesson, right? Maybe their judgment here was you, where you made them realize that they don't need to be tied to whatever this is, that they can dream big. So for some of you, this person maybe used to complain to you about a job or a toxic job, or um, they're tied to a boss that's really narcissistic, or they're in a household that's really not good for them. Um, and you always encourage them to choose themselves, right? Like, you were always very level-headed and very clear about how you felt. And I think that in some way that you were their destiny in that sense. Like, you were their spiritual lesson. Like, you brought this kind of idea to them that they can do better, right? So I think that that's something that they definitely want to tell you, is how you've also impacted their decision making and their life. They're feeling very excited about this as well. So they're going to come to you and talk to you about this in a very exciting way, right? It feels like a weight has been lifted off their shoulders with whatever situation that they were in. It's like they're free. So let's pull some more. What is it that they want to tell pile number 3? Yeah, an ending, painful. It was painful. Whatever situation that they were in, it hurt. Like this, the 10 of Swords can be intimidating to some people because it's an ending, but it's a 10. So the hard part is over. The cycle is over, right? Then we have the 10 of Cups sitting right above it. So there's happiness at the end of the rainbow. Is essentially with the energy that's coming through. So your person is they've gone through some pain. 2 of Swords. Yeah, this is something that they were having a hard time letting go of. Like, it was a lot of indecision when it comes to whatever this is here. They want to tell you that whatever situation that they were in, right, made them feel weak. Made them feel like they weren't themselves. Because the King of Wands now, which is your person's present energy, can make a decision like that, like in a snap of a finger. This is assertive, this is a leader, this is powerful masculine energy. And it feels like whatever they were tied to was not in alignment with who they actually are. Some of you guys are going to see this person, they have a glow up. You're going to have a huge glow up. Okay, so what else do they want to say? Oh, wow. This person has gone through it. So for some of you, this is like maybe a toxic partnership that they were in or something. Like, they've experienced heartbreak here. But they want to tell you it's all in the past. We have a Strength here. So they've really, like, held their own in this situation. And it's interesting how I'm picking up on past energy. Do you know what I mean? Like, this has nothing to do with you. Like, I'm reading your person's life right now. And I think that that is significant to your connection to them, because see how you are here in the corner? You're here in the corner, protected, safe, right? Your person being here, and I don't, like, I pull the cards and I place them how they come out. So you can see here, like, they're also wanting to, like, come out here onto your side, right? This is all in the past. This pain that they've been dealing with, it has nothing to do with you, right? This is all this pain, betrayal, heartbreak. It has nothing to do with your connection. And I think that this person is very smart in leaving you out of it. So if you've not heard from this person, and you've been hurt, and maybe a little bitter towards them, because it's like, oh, I haven't heard from Pile, my person, right? This is what they're dealing with, or this is what they've been put through. And so you might be a little taken aback when they come towards you, and you're like, and they're in like this really excited, fiery, passionate energy, but it's like they're excited because they're free. Look at that, Queen of Wands. This, for some of you, they were in like a really toxic relationship. All right, let's see. I want to know more about how they feel about you. So how do they feel about pile number 3? What do they want to say? Oh, Knight of Cups. They want to tell you they've been daydreaming about you. They've been fantasizing about you. They've been romanticizing you. Romanticizing your relationship, right? Like this person in a sense has a very soft heart. They want to feel safe. They want to feel loved. And whatever situation that they were in before is not making them feel that way, right? And it doesn't have to be another person, right? Take it how it applies. But whatever situation that they were in almost took away this dreamer in them. They took away this like playful prince, So this person is wanting to come towards you and offer you this cup of love, like this Knight of Cups energy. And sometimes, like, I'm not a huge fan of the Knight of Cups energy, because it can be like very Casanova, like, just, it's not my favorite knight. But in this case, I think that this is a very playful energy that your person is approaching you in, and it's very helpful, because it feels like them stepping into love and romance again is very new, and so they're being a little cautious. And so I think that you have the emotional awareness to understand that. So they're wanting to come in and tell you, like, they like you, right? They have feelings, and they want to express their love. How sweet. So that was a very clear message. So I'm going to just go right ahead and pull oracle cards to close out your reading. Some of you guys are going to literally ask you out on a date. Okay, they want to take you out on a date. For those of you who are like, this is like an ex that you're asking about, because I feel like for a lot of you, this could be someone who is a newer connection, maybe. I don't know. Take it how it applies. But I feel like a lot of you here could be talking or like interested in an ex-partner. They got out of something and they're wanting to reconnect with you. So anyway, let's see here. Oh, unfounded fear. Yeah, they were in a situation that caused them fear. So they are afraid to trust and get hurt. The illusion is keeping them locked in anxiety and unable to act upon their love. So it feels like they got out of another situation running, right? Like literally, like escaping, right? And now they don't know how to be, like, maybe they don't even know what love is. Maybe they never experienced it before other than with you. And so whatever they were tied to, it was like fake love. It wasn't real. It really hurt them. And so now they're like on their tippy toes, like not, like, unsure, very scared, very cautious. We have gesture. You can expect some kind of gesture to help strengthen your connection, give them a chance to prove themselves. So this person needs time. They need time. after whatever has ended, they need time, but they're wanting to come in towards you. Like they want to, yeah, grieving. They're stuck in grief, unable to see that they still have the power to create a positive change. So where their heart is right now, or in this case where their mind and heart, anxiety, fear, right, because of whatever they left behind, they're still in that period of loss, because even though it was a toxic situation, they're feeling the loss still, which is what that 10 of Swords is. It's a painful ending. But what they want to do, sitting, literally the gesture sitting right on top of the Knight of Cups, is they want to be able to come towards you, right? But they're not feeling quite there yet, I feel like. Oh my God, unreal. Breaking free, right, literally sitting right there. They are freeing themselves from their self-imposed prison and leaving behind all that kept them away from you. Literally sitting right on top of the Five of Wands and the Devil. So they're breaking free from whatever they were tied to. Unseen factors, there's more to this love story, though you cannot see it now. There's still much more to unfold. Yeah. Oh, the fight. The inner warrior is being activated. They're getting ready to fight for you and overcome their fears of love. Yeah, this person has been through it. They've been through the ringer. I don't know what is going on with them, but this person needs time. And when they're ready, they're going to be so ready for you. Just be prepared, because right now it's very like, they're feeling very just like tied down. For some of you, maybe they haven't really broken free yet. They're experiencing the aftermaths of a breakup, or they're experiencing the aftermath of losing a job, right? So for those of you who are in those kind of like situations, like let's say it's a job loss, right? Let's say they quit, they finally left their toxic boss and they quit. Now they're dealing with the effects of unemployment, right? Or if this was a relationship that they ended and literally ran from, it's still a loss, right? Especially if they've been tied down for many years. So this is where you come in as a Queen of Swords and you understand things better as to why things are playing out the way that they are, why things were destined to happen in the way that they were destined to happen, right? So, I hope this reading resonated with you, pile number 3. Thank you all for being here. If it resonated, please leave a very, very nice comment. Please like and subscribe. That helps the growth of my channel. I'm not taking any kind of personal readings at the moment, but if you want to watch more tarot from me, you can follow me on TikTok. The link is in my description box below. But thank you all for being here, and I hope to see you guys in another reading. Bye!